ready to match the stars. Nipsey Russell, Brett Summer, Charles Nelson Reilly, Lee Meredith, Richard Dawson, and Joyce Bulifant as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rivers.
Thank you. Hi, Johnny. Thank you very much. Got a wild bunch out there, haven't we?
Oh, we have.
How's everybody up here?
Fine.
Seems like we haven't done this in a long time, and it was just yesterday, practically, wasn't it?
Well, yes.
Well, we got a new kid on the block. Well, not exactly a kid.
But she's tall for her age.
And you don't have to participate in this unless you really are moved to. But normally, the professionals here who have been here many times before give a polite round of applause and welcome Lee Meredith, the new kid on the block.
She's a beautiful girl. You can't deny it. The evidence is all there.
That's right. I saw her in The Producers, and she didn't have an enormous part, but she was good.
You weren't looking.
She was quite good, wasn't she? Now, you just finished another one, didn't you?
Yeah, the
What's that?
Sunshine Boys.
Which one of the boys did... No, you didn't play it.
It's with Walter Matthau and George Burns.
Yes, we've heard. Well, we're all going to go see the Sunshine Boys, aren't we? There. All right, we welcome you, and if you're ready to begin... Come on now, Richard. Would you zoom in on his little pinky there, if you can, there? That's from Greek mythology, Arachne the spider, right?
Right. And it's going to go over to Miss Muffet in a minute.
Now let's say hello to Vicky Bloom and John Reed. All right, Vicky. How much money have you won? You won a lot of money, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
$6,600, is that it?
That's it.
Have you spent any of that in your head? I know you haven't received it yet.
No, not yet.
You haven't thought about what you're going to do with it?
Well, pay for the baby.
Oh, of course, yes.
They don't come COD.
Oh, yes. Now, we're going to start with round two. We've had the first round question. Each of you have had your first round question. And, John, you don't have any, and you have two. Shall we carry on? All right, we'll do that. In 1 minute and 2 seconds, we'll carry on. We are ready to go on now. I push this button and reveal our second round questions as our final round. Ask John to make a selection. A, please. A it is. Here we go. Everybody plays since he didn't match anybody with his first round question. Long John Silver said, "I made me parrot walk the plank because he kept blanking me wooden leg. That's why. I made me parrot walk the plank because he kept blanking me wooden leg." Did you hear that, John? Did you understand it, boy? Yes. Okay. All right.
It's a good thing Robert Newton is dead and can't retaliate.
Richard does it better than I do.
That's the word around town.
In all fairness, that's only because I practice harder.
All right, everybody ready over there? John, are you ready for this? Long John Silver said, "I made me parrot walk the plank because he kept blanking me wooden leg." Pecking? All right. He says he kept pecking me wooden leg. He kept pecking it. What did you say, Nipsey?
Well, he didn't know it was a leg. He kept pecking or biting.
Pecking or biting is one for John Reed.
That imitation grows on you.
Hello, me lovely.
Oh, I love it. Oh, peck.
Pecking me wooden leg. That's two for John. Hello, Charles.
How are you? I was going to say saying naughty words, which would be cute, but it's better to be friendly to the contestants.
Pecking, that's three. Well. All right, my dear, this is your first go at it.
Yeah.
And let's see how you do.
Well, I thought that only woodpeckers pecked. But anyway,
What did she say?
pecking.
You said pecking anyway. Okay. That's 4 for John. He's doing well with this, isn't he? How are you doing here, Richard?
Obviously not just a pretty face.
Yes. Obviously.
Very good.
Yeah.
Naturally, I said Peking.
Naturally, that's 5 for John. Now, it would be just like Joyce Bulifant not to say what everyone else says, because she's a perverse little one.
How did you know?
What did you say?
Well, he thought he was a woodpecker, so he was pecking.
Oh, that's 6 for John. How about that? So, Vicky, you've got to match the 4 remaining celebrities you did not match in your first round to stay in the game and achieve a tie. Lee, you will not participate, and neither will Charles. Are you ready?
We are ready.
Phil is known as the Jack-in-the-Box Man. If you go to his house, don't be surprised if a little clown pops out when you open Phil's blank. You hear that, Vicky? Phil is known as the Jack-in-the-Box Man. If you go to his house, don't be surprised if a little clown pops out when you open Phil's blank. Think about that while they're thinking about it. And they are thinking about it. All right, Nipsey's gotten an idea, and he is functioning. All right. As soon as Brett's finished.
Oh, as soon as Brett's finished,
Right.
indeed.
Yes. Now we are ready for Vicky. Phil is known as the Jack-in-the-Box Man. If you go to his house, don't be surprised if a little clown pops out when you open Phil's
Door.
door. Well, now, wait a minute. It may work. Give her a chance. She's won $6,600 without your help and without your owing and eyeing there. All right, Nipsey, you got to match everybody. Got to have 4 doors here. Nipsey?
I couldn't see how anybody could jump out of a box, but they could come out of a can. Open Phil's.
Open Phil's bathroom, so that means John Reed wins the game. What are the rest of you got there? Oh, really? Okay, come on down. Congratulations. Stand by for a moment or so. Vicky, I'm sorry to see you go. You've had a good time here, I take it, have you?
Wonderful time.
Splendid. And you've won $6,600. And we thank you very much for being with us. Vicky Adler-Bloom. Goodbye, my dear.
Good luck.
Now, you stand by for a moment while she's spinning off. We'll spin this message for you. Here we are with John Reed, who's just won his first game. He's got $100. Now he's going to try for over $5,000. You ready, John?
I am.
Now, let's see if I remember how this goes. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Look blank. The answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. You match the next one, you get $250. If you match the bottom one, you get $100. 3 celebrities are permitted to help. Whom do you call on?
Richard, please.
Richard is first up there with look blank.
Look out.
Look out. Okay.
And Charles, please.
Charles, have you got one?
A boring answer. Look away.
Look away. Look away. Look away. Yes.
Joyce, please.
I have an unusual departure. You might be surprised to hear that.
Really?
Yeah, I thought of right away, so I'm going to say it. Look Magazine.
Look Magazine. All right. So you've got Look Magazine, Look Away, and Look Out. Do you want one of those, John, or do you want to dream up one of your own?
Look out, please.
Look Out is it? All right, that's what we're looking for. He hopes it's up there under the $500 response, but naturally we have to begin at the bottom. And reveal first, if you please, the $100 response. Look Magazine.
It wasn't that far a departure.
No, it wasn't. That was a good idea. Looking for Look Out. Here's the $250 response. Look Alive.
I had that.
All right, last chance for Look Out. Here's a $500 response. Look out. Congratulations. John, you got it. What a boy. Now, John, you got the $500. That puts you up to $600 total. Now you're going to try for $5,000. To collect, you've got to match 1 celebrity head-to-head. This has to be an exact match. Whom do you call on?
Stay with Richard.
All right, Richard, you get ready to write. John, you face me if you would, please. There we go. And here it is for $5,000. Excuse me. Alphabet blank. Alphabet blank. Okay, he's finished. Now we call on you. What do you say to that? To match him. Alphabet
Soup.
You say soup. I guess the feeling is unanimous with our studio audience. They all think you're right. Excuse me, I don't know what's my problem here today. I need a little of your water, Brett. The special water there. All right, Richard, he says for $5,000, Alphabet Soup will match you. What do you say to that?
Most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
Okay, John. You got anybody rooting for you here?
Yes, my wife and 2 friends.
All right, they're very happy for you. We're happy for you. And if you're ready to start another game, let's plow on ahead and meet your new competitor. Here's Hetty Moran. Hello, Hetty. Okay, when it stops, John. Hetty, you know John.
Very
Now,
good man.
we're very pleased to welcome you to Match Game 75, Hetty, and ask you to tell us a little bit about yourself, if you would, please.
Well, I'm married, and I think, I have 2 children,
Well, you better be married.
Scott and Christine.
Yep.
And I'm from Norway originally. I live in Los Angeles now. And I
Were you
paint.
born in Norway?
Yes.
You must have come here as a little child. You have no trace of an accent.
No, I was 9.
You were 9. Okay.
And I paint and I decorate goose eggs.
You decorate goose eggs. How do the goose feel about that? Really?
I don't think they mind too much. They're pretty when I'm finished with them.
I'll bet they are. Are they large?
Yeah, about like that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They're about this big, she says, isn't that?
I have something that can beat that. Ostrich egg.
Ostrich egg.
Throw it in my dressing.
Okay. All right, Hetty, if you're ready, we'll go on here and ask you to make a selection.
B, please.
B it is.
Nearly gave Gene a heart attack.
Do you appear on television often? In that outfit, I mean. Now, Columbus's first mate said, I'm the one who will really discover America. I'm the one, he'd say. He says, Columbus, he spent a whole trip up on a deck playing blank. That's what a Columbus do. He spent a whole trip up on a deck playing a blank.
That's the winning card.
That's the winning card. Playing blank.
I love
That's
your
for you.
accent so much. Could you do it just one more time, sweetheart?
Maybe
I never knew
it's great so you
Columbus was-
understand it. Oops, Columbus's first mate, I'm sorry.
Dropped your blank.
Yes, they did. Columbus' first mate said, I'm the one who really discovered America. Me, I'm the one. Columbus, he spent a whole trip up on a deck playing blank.
Okay.
You look very natty today, Charles.
You should see him under the desk. He's gotten very uppity since he's come back from New York.
Oh, since his Broadway appearance, the
He's
legitimate
wearing
theater.
socks.
He's wearing socks.
And he's
They're not
still
pretty,
He's
but-
still smoking mattress covers or something over there.
And underwear.
Oh. All right, everybody. All right. Columbus's first mate said, I'm the one who really discover America. Columbus, he has spent a whole trip up on a deck playing blank.
Shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard. Oh, that's a good answer. There's a little touch of humor in that answer, isn't there?
Good answer.
Nipsey, what do you say?
That was my first thought until I heard your accent and realized Columbus was West Indian. He was playing cards.
Cards.
Shuffleboard?
You're going to get it there. Brett, what do you say?
I love your Italian accent. You sound just like Barry Fitzgerald. I'm sorry I said cards.
Everybody's saying cards. I don't know why. Why? What do you say, Charles?
Solitero.
Solitero. What did you think of my Italian accent there?
Well, it was fine, but I said strip poker.
Strip poker.
How did you ever think of that?
Somebody told.
The accent suggested that, did it? I see.
You know the rules of poker, don't you?
The rules of poker.
You need a pair or better to open.
Yes, correct. Okay.
She's got better than a pair.
Yeah, right. Two of a kind is... all right, what do you say?
In Italian, I say shufflebordo.
Shufflebordo. Shufflebordo. Bella ragazza.
What
questa.
do Italians eat? Do they eat a spaghetti? What do they put on the spaghetti?
Salsa.
A cheese.
Cheese.
Parcheesi.
Parcheesi. Now we are reaching far afield, aren't we? All right, so that's one for you, Hetty. Your first round question will come up in a moment or so, John, but first we've got to do a little business, and this is it.
Today's consolation prizes are West Clock's Big Ben Futura, traditional Big Ben quality, colorful, easy-to-read dials, adjustable alarm from West Clock, the Tally Industries Company. And from Arco Barbecues for hot, wonderful eating when camping and picnicking, take along your own portable town and country from Arco Industries, Little Rock, Arkansas. And 4 gallons of True Test Easy Care Latex Flat Enamel combines the flat finish of latex with the scrubbability of enamel exclusively from True Value Hardware Store. That's Game 75 continues in a minute.
You weird.
All right.
In the thigh measure.
The second half of our first round is for you, John. Everybody plays. Henry the Hunter got ripped, snorting, drunk.
Yeah.
Went hunting in the supermarket. He came home with a blank strapped to the fender of his car. Henry the Hunter got ripped, snorting, drunk, went to the supermarket. He came home with a blank strapped to the fender of his car.
Oh, I got it.
You've seen the guys in the hunting season on the road with things strapped to the fenders of their
Of
cars.
course, I come from Maine, dear. I've seen
that's
that all my
right.
life.
Okay.
We used to strap my father to the fender of the car.
Now this chair is ready. We're waiting for Nipsey.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. John Reed. Henry the Hunter got ripped, snorting, drunk, went to the supermarket hunting. He came home with a blank strapped to the fender of his car.
Cash register?
Cash register.
It's a bad one. Cash register.
You say cash register?
Yes.
Rotten answer. Don't want to make you feel bad, John.
Well, Henry's aim was not much better than his answer. He missed the cash register. He hit the checkout girl.
Hit the checkout girl. That ain't bad hunting, is it? Brett, what do you say?
I used to go to this terrific supermarket in Westport, Connecticut when I used to live there.
Yes.
And I always strapped a box boy to the fender of my car.
Box boy. Yes, sir.
I said, come on, honey. Pick up them groceries.
All right.
Notice she doesn't live there anymore. 2 years in a little box. She's cashier.
Cashier. Yes. We're getting close to the cash register, John. What do you offer, John?
Oh. Well, I can imagine going shopping in there and seeing him come in, and he brought home a housewife.
A housewife. Got a housewife strapped to the fender of his car.
I guess
All
you
right,
have to
Richard.
do there. I said checker, John.
Checker. All right. Now, Joyce.
I've never seen you spend so much time at that end of the table before. I'm feeling really jealous.
So, what is
He's
your
never
answer, my
had
dear?
that at that end of the table.
Tell us your answer.
They say in poker, if you've got 'em, show 'em.
I'm not. Well, why do you think mine buttoned up to here? Well, I said a side of beef.
A side of beef.
If you'll excuse the expression.
I guess he's going to spend a lot of time up that end.
All right, so now we go to round two. Ask Hetty to make a selection.
I'll try A this time.
A it is. Here we go. Everybody plays except Richard. Sir Lancelot said, I hope the war ends soon. My suit of armor is beginning to blank. That's what Sir Lancelot said. I hope the war ends soon. My suit of armor is beginning to blank. By Jove. Okay. Ready, Nips?
I'm ready.
Charles?
Yes,
I'm ready.
sir.
I'm ready.
Hetty. Sir Lancelot said, I hope the war ends soon. My suit of armor is beginning to
Rust?
rust.
Very good.
That's a smart girl, isn't it? She said rust.
She was a very smart girl, and I'm going to join her smartness.
There it
Rust.
is. Rust. One for you, Hetty. Brett?
Oh, darling, I hate being left out of anything. Rust.
Rust it is, 2. You're up to 3.
Rust.
Charles gives us a little rust. Give that lady a little rust.
Smell.
Oh. That's how it got rusty. Joyce?
Rust.
Rust it is. Okay, 5 for you. Now, we're going to stop right here and do a little business, and then we'll come back and see what happens after this. Here we go. Just doing a little neatening up here. Your thing was crooked.
Sorry about that.
So was yours. We'll straighten up there. Listen, we got to stop right now. We're out of time. And you'll join us next time, will you?
Yes.
We'll carry on right at this spot, pick up with your second round question. That's the final round. Hey, listen, the tape is on the wrong spot on the floor here. This is where the contestant is supposed to stand. There, somebody put a hunk of it. Yeah, well, no, is that where you really want the tape? The tape used to be up here, so
The
everybody
tape should
stands
be
here.
across somebody's mouth.
Yes, no. Gene River, Nuts 75. Join us next time. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75, a Mark Goodson, Bill Trotman production.